Hey everyone, guys. Bogdan here as always, and this is a new video on my channel. Right away, I'd appreciate it if you support this video with a like and a comment. It really helps with Prodvigenia and motivates me to keep delivering higher quality and more valuable content for you. Today we're going to talk about imbalances, what they are, and how you can use them within my Nightstar trading strategy. Right now, you're looking at a classic example of an imbalance, basically a price gap that forms when the market moves, for example, to the upside. Personally, I trade imbalances using quarters, meaning I divide the range into four parts: first, second, third, and fourth quarter. The key idea is that we look for entries from the second quarter. So when price comes into this area, it's very important that it does not touch the zero point 0.5 level, also known as the CE level. It also shouldn't close below that level with the candle body, and ideally, it shouldn't break the lower boundary of the imbalance with a body at all if we're talking about a bullish imbalance. In a bearish case, everything is mirrored, so we're watching the upper boundary. So price taps into the second quarter, and here we start looking for a setup on a lower time frame. Ideally, on the higher time frame where we originally marked the imbalance, we want to see a clean test of that quarter, meaning price enters it with a wick. After that, we should see an engulfing move on the same time frame, for example, the 1-hour chart if that's where the imbalance was identified. Then we drop down to a lower time frame and use my universal entry setups to actually take the trade. Here we can see a clear example on a lower time frame. This is the 5-minute chart. Price moves into the second quarter, reacts to that area, and then reverses to the downside. This is a classic and clean execution, a healthy structure combined with an imbalance. Price taps into the second quarter and then moves down. We also had a low formed below, after which price broke structure, made a BOS, and confirmed the high above. In this kind of scenario, you could easily take 3 to 4 positions with around 1 to 1.5 R each. That means you could make roughly 15% on your total account balance in a very short period of time, essentially within a single trading day. That shows how efficient this approach can be. All right, let's continue. On this slide, you can see the setups that I use when trading imbalances. There are 2 of them, so let's start with the first one. The first setup is a classic structure break. After that, we get inducement in the opposite direction, and then price continues with the actual short move. The idea here is to push traders into the wrong direction. Price creates a false move, encourages people to open positions, and then takes that liquidity through inducement. Before that, we usually see a CHOCH, a change in character. Price shifts the trend, pulls traders into longs, creates that manipulation phase, and the whole structure may look a bit confusing at first. But after that, the market moves down as expected. Now let's look at the second setup. This one is a bit more complex because here we also consider compression and breakout behavior. Again, we start with a CHOCH, a change in character, then price moves to take inducement. After that, near the extreme, it tests a zone of interest. This can be a block, an imbalance on a higher time frame, or simply the last quarter of the local range. But instead of reversing immediately, we see compression. Price starts pushing into the level, then we get a breakout above the high, and only after that the market reverses downward. So here, we have a classic bait move. Price breaks the high, attracts breakout traders, and then reverses. At this point, you can also use additional confirmation like divergence. This could be correlation with other assets or something like RSI divergence. Both work very well in this context. After that, the market reverses and gives the actual move. These are the 2 setups you need to study, practice, and learn to trade inside imbalances. All right, let's move to the final slide. Here you can see a real-time example of how this works on an actual chart. Price tests the second quarter of the range, then moves left and breaks the previous high that was formed around the first quarter. This is an important level, and price takes it with a bait move. Pay attention to the candle that does this. It takes liquidity, and after that we see internal candles and internal liquidity sweeps inside that same move. Then the market drops. Price forms a choke, a change in character, and after that it takes a small inducement, which looks like a proper pullback. At this point, you could already enter a short position. Then price continues moving down, and we get another entry. Again, this happens after inducement is taken and a proper zone of interest is tested, a clean supply area. Price takes inducement once again. We see a strong candle with a large wick. That wick itself can be used for entry by dividing it into quarters and entering from the first or second quarter. After that, the market delivers a strong move down, giving us a very clean and powerful execution. This works extremely well, guys. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join my Telegram channel. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment. There you'll find more about my trading strategy, as well as real-time analysis and trade examples that I post regularly. If you want to learn the Night Star strategy and trade more effectively, everything is available there. You're all welcome. Good luck, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.